nigga gonna say, did you know you was in my division? Oh shit!
You know that's gonna be tough. Like you gonna have to like win a lot of games.
You know that's gonna be tough.
No, just because you gonna have to win a lot of games.
Cool.
Like I said.
Likewise.
No, I just gotta win the division.
Likewise.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Besides the game, there's a three-point shootout. We got the slam dunk contest and the rookie challenge. All of which are taking place in Tiffany's.
First down. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On second down, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, we watched a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in town. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Alpha. Gun.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Finding room at the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
50. Hey, you block over here. 5.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Get the 1st down and more inside the 20. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Go, Jimmy.
And this is going to be caught. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He fucking with the black quarterbacks like a motherfucker.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Come on now.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
All right. Damn.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs.
Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again.
Come on, hey, Rod.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That boy, man.
Great coverage there all around.
That
Really didn't have any
scared on
options
the
to throw
run.
the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That nigga fucked up.
It ain't about if I bid on it. No,
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You get that pass in there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out
No, they always do that at the end of them, bro.
defensive backs,
Like, get
Golden State
serious.
wrestlers, right? Baseball
You know, I always
We're
been
finding
your
athletes
friend.
all
I love
along,
you.
and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
You see the wiggle?
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings
You
pick
see
up the
the
first.
wiggle, nigga.
Let me turn my shit off on
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
No to escape, and he goes down.
Go, Pete
Preston
Smith.
Smith comes in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out route rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins now lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong.
You won't do it again. I guarantee you won't give me one-on-one. I guarantee you won't give me one-on-one again.
He's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Smith boys, man.
Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Here's
Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Williams to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The double lane, the bitch gonna park in the middle.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way.
He's going to take it in. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown of the new season. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them are running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. throwing. Cousins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Go, yeah.
Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gets the other scheme going.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Back north.
Rodgers now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, a dump underneath to Jones. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yeah, the job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Need to be.
Okay.
Cousins steps away to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they in red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
To throw is Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get it.
That's why y'all gonna get that man a touchdown. Y'all ain't gonna let him earn it.
Dalvin his first touchdown here of the campaign.
We rolled
and the
you
Vikings
over,
are able
man.
to close the gap just a bit.
We rolled you over. Oh, they gonna get that man.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Damn,
Damn, what fella earned that.
damn, 2K.
That is good, and that'll
This
make
ain't
it
even
20 to
2K.
7.
2K fought though somehow. Shit. Somehow. Oh, probably
Bailey now to
too
kick
much
it
of
away
leak
after the
over this shit.
touchdown.
I don't know, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
They gave you that
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Man, they gave me all I didn't earn.
anyway. See how they doing me, baby? They cheating me. You see that?
Still don't want to hear that shit, man. What the fuck is you doing on McDonald's, man?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No, you
Jimmy
was just
Graham,
crazy.
the intended receiver.
That's what I'm
and that'll
saying.
make it 3rd down. He released that that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. 20.
No, hit him with the
touchdown.
hit him with the
Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
Man, I love Tiffany. I love you, Tiffany. She's like family, you know. I'm Indian, so she's wearing my hair.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Good route there. Hey, box drop.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
Good decision. Go with it.
And he goes down.
I threw it.
Kyler
No, you
Fackrell in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Cousins now from the 50. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards. They'll run with Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and goal. Cousins. It is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Play action. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Jones has it.
Oh, hey, Rod, that's what we do.
Yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Right.
39 yards, the distance covered on the catch and run.
That collector, like, yeah, you get out the pocket and move.
Down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Staying in that pocket strong.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
To throw again on 2nd down.
In that pocket strong.
And that'll be
oh, my
incomplete.
God.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
You didn't see the nigga out of bounds.
Hell no.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Fucking feet down.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
Out of here, dog.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
What happened?
That's fielded in the end zone.
Said something happened, cuz?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I suggest you just run this bitch out. Just clock over with. You try to score again,
here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Man. What's up?
That's what we do.
2nd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize the same sort of skills.
And Adams has it, complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going on has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and he'll make it second down.
Hey, stupid. They ain't even showing Kenny. Kenny ain't liking that shit.
Rodgers throwing here. And
let's go, Jimmy! Let's go, Jimmy!
For a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota,
what I am 3-0 in the division. What the fuck am I?
Oh, nigga, I don't know your record, nigga. You supposed to keep,
keep up with your division.
Man.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, we 2-0 out there. he probably better than them other niggas in there.
Man.
What you want to go to McDonald's, you said? I'm recording and shit. This ain't recording. It's supposed to be recording. What the fuck? Oh, I guess it's recorded already. How you go to the recording, baby? Oh, no. Yeah, I got it.
Yo, what you want for Alexander?
Nothing. I ain't saying nobody on my thing.
You a bum.
I'm not. Oh, we good over there on Green Bay. Got the Smith boy, got Clark in the middle. I probably need an inside linebacker around draft or something. So I'll give up the picks for one. Come on, baby. Shit, you gonna play the 2K though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know I'll be right back.
Shit, yo, it's gone 2 hours.
funny. It was. You know, I got roasted by JB Smoke, who looks like an old baby. Like, I don't know, 27 or 97. Like, if you take the touch the ball, right, and you fight it up, and you throw it out, that's JB Smoke.
Yo.
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 Let me eat right quick, bro. I forgot shit. I forgot I left you on the mic. I'm gonna hit you out as soon as I'm done. Alright.